It's hard to imagine a world without the internet, as widespread and accessible as it is today, but in 1999, the internet was just a place to check your email and feed your Neopets. The rest of the day was for video games. The console wars had just started, and we'd all fallen headfirst into the Pokemon craze. They were even making a movie about it, and it was going to be in theaters just in time for my birthday. I had a big white brick of a Game Boy, but we didn't have any of the bigger video game consoles that all of our friends seemed to have. So it was a real treat whenever I can get my hands on a copy of Nintendo Power. Every month, this magazine picked 3 or 4 games to really go in depth about. And after a few pages highlighting all the best parts, you can get a pretty good idea of what it's like to play through it, even if you never get a chance to play it yourself. As a bonus, you can sagely tell everyone that Nintendo confirmed contact lenses are sold in Hyrule, even if you have no idea why that would even matter. And this is where I first learned about Harvest Moon 64. Now, for most games, you can immediately tell what kind of game it is. A shooter, a platformer, sports, puzzle, whatever. But I remember turning to this page and having no idea what I was even looking at. Each page had something new and unpredictable, and that made me want to play it even more. The cartoonish animals, the oversized vegetables, and several female characters ready to fall in love with you? I didn't even know they made games like that. The next time that my best friend invited me over, I made the request. His parents limited his screen time, and whenever I came over to visit, he would always donate what little time he had to me. I felt especially bad this time because Harvest Moon 64 is a single-player game, but we ended up having a lot of fun with it. He handed me the controls and told me everything I needed to know about running a farm. How to clear the rocks, and then plant and water the seeds, and, most importantly, how to make the blonde fall in love with you by talking to her over and over with the dog. I made it to about day 15 before his mom came in and declared that our screen time was over and we had to go outside. So we went to our usual hiding spot and pulled out our Game Boys to continue our screen time, all the while talking about Harvest Moon. There were seasons that changed, and the crops you could grow and the wild plants in the mountains changed with them. Each girl had different events and cutscenes, and you could get recipes from the villagers. I also learned about the photographs, the in-game collectibles for reaching certain milestones. In particular, there was a rumored 16th photo for playing the perfect game. He'd never gotten it, and it was so rare and the rules were so obscure that no one really knew if it even existed. Getting this photo is going to be on my bucket list for the next 20 years.